Next up at UFC Vegas 42, we have Cynthia Calvillo versus Andrea Lee. Cynthia Calvillo 9-3 overall, 2-2-1, coming off of a stoppage loss to Jessica Andrade just 1 month ago. Frankly, I've managed fighters for 15 years. Typically, when you get stopped in a fight, specifically a KO or a TKO as she was, that's a 90-day automatic suspension. I'm assuming she was only suspended 30 days, which is really short for a KO or TKO, really short. So I'm surprised she's actually able to turn around this quickly and fight.
Wasn't it just like volume punches? I don't think they were like hard punches.
It doesn't matter. It was still a
I know, but I think you're trying to allude to the fact that she might not have recovered. I think it was just like kind of volume.
But I didn't say that. I would have said her brains are still scrambled. I'm saying when you lose by TKO, which is the referee stopped it, then you're usually suspended by 90 days. That's it. It's a standard amount. So they must have reached out to the commission and asked that she can fight. Andrea Lee, 12-5 overall, 2-3 in her last 5, coming off of a dominant grappling win over Antonina Shevchenko. Cynthia Calvillo, pretty well-rounded. She's a good striker. She's a good grappler. She's got takedowns. She does have limitations, though, because she doesn't have much speed, and she's not the most powerful woman in the division, and she's not naturally gifted. So she's not this athletic, fast powerhouse that can force things. She has to work for everything that she gets in that cage. When she gets you to the ground, she is very solid. She will soften you up with strikes and then sink in a submission. The biggest issue for her, however, is that it is obvious she is uncomfortable in a lot of her striking exchanges. Andrea Lee recently bounced back from a bit of a losing streak, but if you go back and look at those fights, you'll see that they were closer than if you just pulled up Tapology and saw that she lost 3 in a row or whatever it was. She's incredibly tough and has improved grappling. She has had 3 takedowns in her last fight against Shevchenko. She also had 3 takedowns in her fight against Roxanne and 3 against JoJo Calderwood. The gap, however, is that her takedown defense can get her in some trouble because it is not fantastic. Cynthia has a pretty clear path to victory here. She needs to avoid the striking, get Lee to the ground, and just smother from there. I do like Andrea Lee in this fight. Her striking is very polished. She's very comfortable. And she's also a threat on the ground if she can dictate, meaning if she's on top, she's a threat. If she's on bottom, she's not as dangerous. My only fear is she can lose this fight the same way that she lost to Roxanne. But I think Andrea will be able to control the striking, which will make Cynthia take bad shots from the outside, which will be defended or reversed or just set up even more striking from Andrea Lee. Andrea Lee's my pick, and I do have a money line bet at her at -105, almost even money. Shake your head.
The streak is about your money line bet streak is about to be broken. I was going to say
I have not lost a money line bet in a very, very long time.
I'm going to put a money line bet on Cynthia. I think she absolutely dominates this fight. I'm a big Cynthia fan. I picked Cynthia versus Andrade, and it was a little bit concerning because I thought she was going to be able to beat Andrade basically with her toughness because she is tough as hell.
Yes,
she'll fight dirty. She'll get on the ground. She's nasty. And then against Andrade, she just got completely bullied. It looked like from the opening bell, she was completely overwhelmed, wasn't ready for the moment. And I think that the UFC likes her as well. And I think they gave her a matchup that they are pretty confident that she's going to be able to win because Andrea Lee is not Andrade. And basically the only person that can beat Cynthia is Andrade because she lost against Caitlin Kuchajian, but she didn't really lose that fight. That's Caitlin does her little on every strike, and it seems like she's winning the fight. It annoys the shit out of me. I lost the lock of the week because of it. Anyway, Andrea Lee, what's funny about her is her nickname is KGB, and I always wondered why the hell is her nickname KGB? Apparently one of her coaches thought, hey, she kind of looks Russian, and gave her the nickname KGB. So that's a very weird story, but if you're wondering why her nickname is KGB, that's why. You mentioned, I think that Cynthia comes in. Andrea Lee is an accomplished kickboxer and boxer. Cynthia's not going to mess around. She's going to get in the pocket. She's going to take her down. I think she just dominates on the ground the entire fight. I love Cynthia in this matchup because of that. Andrea Lee's got submission threats, but I like Cynthia all the way to make this nasty, get back to making it nasty, getting dirty. So I like Cynthia all the way in this, and I'll put a money line bet on her.
Yeah, it should be an interesting one. I mean, they both have paths to victory here. Cynthia Calvillo just looks so uncomfortable striking.
And
So
so
uncomfortable.
to speak on that, who's one of the best strikers in the division that we've seen? Just beat first she beat Ribas and then just beat whoever she beat. But it's Marina Rodriguez. That's what I'm talking about. Marina Rodriguez. Cynthia fought her to a draw, and so if you want us to talk about talent and how good she is.
Well, I guess we will see what happens. DraftKings has it as a pick'em. The odds makers have it as a pick'em. So I guess whatever side you're on, you could throw it in DraftKings. It's a good value. I don't think there's going to be a stoppage on either side. I think Andrea Lee just makes Cynthia uncomfortable the whole fight and wins those exchanges. The monkey knife fight line, that's such a hard line. What do you think there?
I don't know. What do you think, man?
I don't know. I'm not going to touch this line because more means it's a war, a back and forth war. And I just don't know. Like, if Cynthia is able to get a bunch of takedowns and stay on top, there's no way Andrea gets past 84. And if Andrea has 84, I don't know if Cynthia is going to be able to hang. Like, she is very visibly uncomfortable. Like, she turns her head. She is visibly uncomfortable fighting. So it's interesting. I don't know what to do with that line. Honestly, maybe it's just less. Or you pick a side and you go less more and your side's the more. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not Columbo.
All right. Well, you're incredibly helpful, as usual. If you do think there's a stoppage here, or if you think there's potential for a stoppage, then go to wewantpicks.com/bets, jump into a promo, make a deposit, let me know, and I'll send you $50. And you could always do the wins inside the distance decision, no action prop bet. So let's say you think Andrea Lee can stop Cynthia Calvillo, but Cynthia's so tough she may not. Well, do that bet. And if Andrea Lee stops her, you get paid. If she doesn't, if she loses a decision or wins a decision, but there's no stoppage, you get a refund. Super easy. wewantpicks.com/bets. Jump into a promo, let me know, and I will send you $50 as a thank you. Before you go to wewantpicks.com/bets. We have 3 different betting partners. Jump into one of them. They all have deposit matches. Make a deposit, let me know, and I will send you $50. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, however you want it, as a thank you for supporting us and our partners. wewantpicks.com/bets.